Hello. Hi. Don't think I am in the middle of a forest, because I am not. I am doing laundry, and as I said before, this town is just a speck in the middle of the map. Crookston. I don't know if it is named like that because there is a ton of crooks. I don't know. People in Minnesota are very nice. So I am by the laundromat, but I thought, do I really want you to just see the yellow wall? Let me show you. That's the yellow wall. Ouch. So I thought, okay, I'm going to turn around. At least I show you some trees, which is always more refreshing. Many of you already know where I am and what I'm doing because of the live chats. We have been talking about that. I am in the north of Minnesota working for DigiKey, and let me know if you're interested in comments. I can give you a lot more information. Remember, I made another video with the links, the contacts to contact DigiKey, the Bead Harvest, all those companies, so you can actually contact them and get employment if you need to work for a little bit. DigiKey, so far, I am loving it. I strongly recommend it. It's a very nice company, the way they treat you. It's very nice. 2 weeks of training. You have to commit to at least 3 months of work with them, and they put you in a hotel or in a campground. That's up to you. I hope you can hear me because I had to put on the air conditioner. It is kind of sticky out there today. Not extremely cold, hot, but kind of sticky. So I needed the little breeze. I hope you don't mind. So in the process, I was in Paramp, and in the process of coming here with Deb, we traveled together. Debbie, not the Deb you know from my other videos. We had to decide whether we were going to take the not so cold road going from Nevada through the south of Utah, the south of Colorado, and then north. But there were some tornado warnings in all that area, around Tornado Alley, and we were not feeling very safe about driving that road. So we were monitoring the weather up north in Wyoming and the Dakotas, because we had to cross that part to get to the north of Minnesota, which you know is always very cold, usually in the winter, but winters are very long. So while we were in Paramp, the company contacted us and told us to go to a clinic in Las Vegas for our drug test. So we went there. From Paramp is about 1 hour and some to get to Las Vegas. Luckily, the clinic was closer to us. We didn't have to cross Las Vegas to get there. And so about a week or 10 days after that, we decided to start driving north because the weather up north was giving a little break. There were still several big snowfalls, but we were able to avoid them. In the process of getting there, you saw we went to St. George, Utah, and we had some amazing crepes. And then we went to Zion and Bryce. I don't have any particular video made about them, but I want to show you the images here in this video because Zion blew my mind away. Bryce is a little different, but we will discuss that when we get to Bryce. Zion is amazing. And there is a lot of confusion about how to visit Zion because there is very limited parking. Zion is right inside of a canyon, so there is very limited parking inside of Zion. You can always park in the neighboring town of Springdale and take a free shuttle from there all the way into Zion and then connect to the shuttles they have inside of the national park to go to different areas. We studied that thing. I am not comfortable with leaving my van parked in a town. Everything I have is here. So what if when I come back in the evening the van is not there or they broke into it? I don't think it could happen, but you never know. Actually, we did hear something about some break-ins around there. In any case, I told Debbie, listen, if the visitor center opens at 8 a.m., it is understandable that people will be there at least at 7:30, because everybody says that. Be there before 7:30. So what if we beat all these odds and we are there by 6 a.m.? We get up from our BLM place where we have been staying. At 5, we drive, we get there, we park in the parking lot, we go in back, and we keep sleeping. We are already there, so what's the problem? And so we did. We drove at night to the visitor center parking area, from where the shuttles depart to go to the rest of the park, and it was fantastic. Of course, at night we were very tired, but we were able to go in back and rest and make our coffee and be ready for the day ahead. Then we visited different areas. We took the shuttle. We went to the Narrows with the idea that maybe, only maybe, we were going to walk a little bit of the Narrows to see what it looks like, because it's beautiful. We couldn't even approach because there has been so much snow, and it had melted so fast that the current was dangerous, so it was closed. Nobody was able to access the Narrows. Even if you cannot, every part of that park is so magnificent. We did a similar thing in the following days. We noticed the museum parking lot is not as crowded. It's very small, but it's not as crowded, and people rotate there. So the second day we went there, we parked. We didn't have much problem finding parking. We had to wait a few minutes. And then we wanted to go to another trek, another hike. And it was very funny because it was a waterfall. It was beautiful. And when we were getting there, the wind changed and we got a big soak out of that. The waterfall sprayed us very well. And that was cold. But it was so magnificent, so beautiful. I hope you love all these images. Just relax, enjoy, listen to the music, and dream. If you haven't been there, you will be able to go. If you have been, tell me, what was the part you loved the best?
Lucky, you could see a peregrine falcon flying near the canyon rim. Falcons prefer to nest in cliffs, so the National Park Service closes some of the rock climbing routes in the spring when peregrines nest. These falcons were almost extinct at one time, but now they have recovered in places like Zion, where they are protected. The canyon walls are also the kind of habitat favored by the endangered California condor. Condors take advantage of thermals, rising columns of air, to help them reach soaring heights. In 1982, there were only 22 California condors in the world, but a rescue effort saved them from extinction. Now, there are about 400 in the world, and about 70 wild ones living in Arizona and Utah.
Lion Canyon Scenic Drive. The Temple of Sinawava is the name for the wide natural amphitheater created by the river. The name comes from the southern Paiutes who call their twin creator gods Taboot and Sinawava. The Riverside Walk Trail starts here and follows the river. The trail is 2 miles round trip and takes about an hour. It is rated easy and is mostly paved. It is accessible with some assistance for wheelchairs. The Riverside Walk takes you to the beginning of the most famous feature of Zion, the Narrows. Explore the river, see a hanging garden, look closely at the sandstone, and enjoy the birds and wildlife while you are here. You can walk up the Narrows a little ways or for miles. Go around one bend to understand what it's like and take some photos, or hike farther and experience an adventure. If you go into the Narrows, take water, food, and a jacket. There is no trail. You will always be hiking in the water. Wear closed shoes that can get wet. The water is not warm and there's not much sun, so it can be a cold hike, even in summer. Check the weather and the possibility of a flash flood before you go. Rain and thunderstorms upstream can create flash floods even when there are blue skies overhead. Be very careful and remember that you must take responsibility for your own safety in the Narrows.
So beautiful.
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Falling in love. You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. I feel like the ocean. I can see you want this too. Cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know. And I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love.
Thank you for being here. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. We always discuss everything nomad and the adventures of these nomad. Thank you and take care of yourselves. Have a great day.
It's what you're doing